Subject: Steve Bannon says GOP must rally behind Trump to survive. News and Observer. That's more like it. We need to find you the exorcist hat. Do you think you might want to come to Europe? So this is from Epstein to Steve Bannon. By the way, Steve Bannon, who is a strategist and a consultant for Trump, is all over. Like, they talk like they're the best friends. They talk all the time with each other.
I mean, didn't he coin? Wasn't he the one that coined the phrase MAGA? Didn't he essentially invent that as a? Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's right. That was stolen from Ronald Reagan's shit. Never mind. Excuse me. Although it might have been his idea to use it again. But yeah, no. I mean, he was like the guy. He was the chief strategist for a while. The amount of conversations he has directly with Jeffrey Epstein in these emails is crazy. I mean,
right.
If these are to be believed, of course.
I was just gonna say, I don't understand why with all these things that keep happening, like whether it be like the supposed Hillary Clinton emails or the Epstein emails, like why is everybody still using emails?
That's a good question. Yeah, it's not secure at all. The thing is, I mean, this isn't like ancient history. 2018, there were ways to send encrypted messages to people that didn't go through fucking email, where there's a permanent log till the end of time. Like, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? These people are just it's a bubble of security, so they just feel like they're invincible and it doesn't matter.
Well, again, I don't think so. You know how they used a signal to plan like strikes on some brown countries with their new Secretary of Defense, who was a Nazi.
Sure.
And even that got leaked because these idiots invited a journalist to their signal chat.
Yeah. Well, that's another.
Where they shared emoji of eagles and American flags. So it's just these idiots, these bad
and then there were all those there were all those Republican staffers' email or messages or whatever that got leaked. There were all them just being like, "Boy, I sure am a Nazi and do love Adolf Hitler explicitly."
People think you're joking. People think you're joking, but no, it's literally exactly. That's not. It was.
I mean, that's actually kind of light language compared to some of the stuff that was leaked. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is continuation on that. Jeffrey Epstein replies, "Yes, no worry. November too important to risk diversion. Mission first." And the Steve Bannon replies, "Exactly, but someone big has you in the gun sight." Steve Bannon here, it really looks like he's looking out for his old buddy Epstein.
Somebody big has you in the gun sights.
Bannon the European. He's opening the populist fort in Brussels. The former Trump strategist arrives in Europe with the movement objective, an alliance between right-wing leaders from Salvini to Orban in view of the 2019 elections. New York, the invasion of Europe has begun. Steve Bannon, 65, the American far-right guru who was Donald Trump's right-hand man in the White House, but let go last summer following the racist violence in Charlottesville, is preparing to march on Brussels, launching, he told the Daily Beast himself, a new nonprofit foundation called The Movement to Movimento, right in the heart of Europe and its institutions, through which he hopes to coordinate the populist right in view of the European election, which will be held in spring 2019. Objective: to compete with George Soros, the American billionaire of Hungarian origin, benefactor of the Democratic Party, who since 1984, with his Open Society, has spent at least $32 billion in support of, and forwarded to Jeffrey Epstein. Ninth Circle. What is Ninth? This is more weird.
The ninth. No. That's referring to Ninth Circle, Phil.
Oh, is it 9 circles?
Well, I mean, not official. It's a story. It's a reference. I mean, it's a literary. It's famous.
I got you. No, I thought it was that, but I wasn't entirely sure. I thought it was some weird in speaking, pedantic in speaking, like in group language.
No, it's just referring to Dante. Wait, okay. Oh, and so then Steve Bannon replied, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter after ninth." And then Hicks, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter Hicks." And then Steve Bannon said, "Well played, sir." These motherfuckers are still using Blackberries in 2018. What the fuck?
Well, it's the official pedants phones.
I guess it's just weird. They're they're using old phones and fucking young girls. Maybe switch those around.
Well, you know what's funny about that is Jeffrey Epstein was making it. Jeffrey Epstein's brother, Mark L. Epstein, made a joke about that earlier, that they were using tin cans and wires sent from tin can and wires. Yeah. Maybe it was
BlackBerry by
like,
AT&T. What the fuck? I mean, BlackBerry stopped designing phones in 2016. I mean, I just weird. It's just weird to me because these are billionaires, right? You'd think that, like, no matter what, they would always have the newest whatever the fuck.
Also, so this is actually a continuation of what we read earlier. Steve Bannon wrote, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Yeah, so this is a reference to Dante's Inferno, obviously. And Jeffrey Epstein replied with, "If you're going to play here, you'll have to spend time. Europe by remote doesn't work. Lots and lots of FaceTime and hand holding." What does any of this mean?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what playing in Europe means. Agree 100%. How do I do that? American Carnage, amazing. Our Emmanuel financed and he loves it. Errol's besties tell him it will end his career. Became a platform to a monster. It's doable. There are many leaders of countries we can organize for you to have one-on-ones. However, you'll have to come stay 8 to 10 days. Then no more than 2 weeks later, the same. The fear is that you gin up their hopes and emotions and then abandon them. I think you want to be an insider, not an outsider flying in and out. Did you get the first cut of American Carnage? Okay. And then they just start talking about some fucking movie.
Oh, I thought they meant like Americans killing people in a bloody carnage.
Steve Bannon wrote, so he sent out an article, Corker Hopeful War Powers Authorization Trump is the URL. So I'm assuming hopeful that Trump will be granted war powers. Yeah. Corker hopeful on approving new war powers authorization for Trump administration Politico. Yes, I saw it. This is from Jeffrey Epstein. Again, the amount of correspondence directly between Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein is fucking crazy. It's really outrageous. It's so damning. Yes, I saw it. 1, I will invite Jerry Baker out to dinner tonight. 2, Miro, I don't know, whatever, like president of the UN. I should probably learn the name of the president of the UN. Will guide the EU project. If you like him, his government will fall this week as planned. Smiley face. Jesus. Later today, we can discuss Michael and his coins for Sultan Dubai in New York, 2122.
Well, they were talking about this political article. Coworker hopeful war powers authorized Trump. Yeah, so they were discussing an article. I'm not entirely. Can you now? You're commenting on this.
And then the response: "What time is dinner?" Do you just not YOU? Just you? You want me to come over beforehand? 3 question marks.
They're the besties. Steve Bannon and Epstein were besties.
Yeah, for real.
This is a nice. This is honestly like if you take aside all the kid stuff. This is a nice correspondence between two.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, Trump and Epstein hanging out for Thanksgiving, right? I mean, you know, they're boys. They're boys.
Honestly, if they didn't do the whole kid stuff, this would be just a nice, pleasant, you know, old chaps hanging out. But the thing that ruins this relationship. The thing that ruins this relationship is that they gotta do stuff to children, which they shouldn't do. Otherwise, they could have had a grand old time. They could have had the time of their life. I think probably they wouldn't be friends if it wasn't for the kids. I think it's the other way around. They just connected over that one thing. It's like the thing, you know, you're into D&D and you meet some other people in D&D and yada yada yada. you roll 20, you get to touch a kid.
No, no.